90% of your happiness is genetic. You were born genetically happy. I was not. Some people, if you have more than one child, you will notice that. One popped out, they were smiling, and they're like a little butterball, and they're laughing, and they sleep, you know, and you're smiling, and you say cute things to them, and the other one is colicky, doesn't sleep, has kept you up for 6 months. You're not quite as nice to that kid. I can guarantee it, because you're tired. So people say to me, is it nature or nurture? Who knows? But what it is that 50% of us, for 50% of us, happy comes easy. For the rest of us, and I would be included in the rest of us, happiness does not come easy. I, in my past, have been diagnosed as clinically depressed. I've struggled with depression for a good portion of my life, and it wasn't until I began really delving into this work and working this work on myself that my happiness level has gone up, and in a much more sustainable way, because the tools are in my hands. Right. The tools are in my mind. The tools aren't somewhere else where, it's Thursday, I gotta get my therapist on the phone. You know, you learn how to do this yourself. And that's where this is really valuable. 10% of your happiness comes from your circumstances. Where you live, who you live with, what you do, where you work, how much money you make. The things that really matter are these. Social interaction. Do you have friends? Across the board, all the research comes back that says the more friends you have and the deeper the friendships you have with them, the happier you'll be, and by the way, the longer you'll live. Whether or not you have faith, is there something outside of yourself that you feel connected to? And believe it or not, whether or not you are married. The data is still showing that married people are happier than single people. What the data doesn't tell us is whether happier people just get married more often, or whether marriage will actually make you happier. I'll leave that up to you. I have my own opinions and I'm not voicing them. So, but 40% comes from your habitual thoughts, actions, and habits. Things that are in your voluntary control that affect your happiness. So just for fun, what are some of the things that are in your voluntary control that affect your happiness? For me, it's exercise. Exercise, and we'll talk about that in just a little while. More powerful than any anti-depressant drug on the marketplace. Exercise. What else?
Giving.
Giving.
Diet.
Diet. What you put in your mouth.